Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. It's exciting. This week we're gonna have 2 vlogs. I know, crazy train. There's so much stuff that I want to cover with you guys. So we're going to do a vlog today, and then over the weekend we're gonna do a vlog about all kinds of stuff that's coming up soon. Extra Life is coming up in a couple of months, so I wanted to talk to you guys about that. I got this new chair, so I want to talk to you guys about that. We have some P.O. Box. I have a meet and greet coming up. So much stuff that I wanted to cover. So I'll cover that one in the weekend vlog. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about something that happened over the weekend, and just some general things that we've been discussing on Twitter, and just some open communication about some stuff. So I was on my way home and got a tweet from someone that said, hey, you should really go check out this thing on Tumblr. It's really crazy. There was a girl that got bullied after posting a selfie, and so a group of the people in her fandom all kind of came together and they did what they called the Selfie Apocalypse, and they were all posting selfies kind of in support of her, basically saying, look, you shouldn't let bullies get to you. You know, it's fine the way that you are. You didn't do anything wrong. So you should, you know, be proud. And we're going to post these selfies kind of in a stand in tribute to you, so that you know that, you know, we support you, and that, you know, you should just ignore the haters, as they would say. So I thought this was really awesome. You know, it's not oftentimes that we hear about large communities gathering together to stand up against one of their own who have been bullied. I get a lot of questions from people saying like, hey, I get bullied at school. What do you suggest? Or like, hey, you know, I really appreciate how you handle people who say hateful things towards you. Because unfortunately, being bullied is a part of life. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't mean that you should just get over it, because being bullied is hard, and getting hateful messages is hard. And so it's nice to kind of see a community gather around somebody like that and support one of their own, because being bullied is not easy. Along that same timeline, I got a question on a private message on Tumblr. I try to respond to as many Tumblr and Ask.fm questions as I can. I like to privately answer things, so that I don't like spam my Tumblr feed with like all of these questions of people being like, hey, I like your videos, and then me just saying thanks back. But sometimes people do send me very heartfelt messages, so I like to try to, you know, take the time and respond to those, because I feel like it's really important to kind of engage with people, and, you know, to thank you guys for watching my videos and for all the support that you give me and everything else. It's just nice to, while I have the time, it's not all the time, but when I do have the time, to give back and just to say, hey, I appreciate you, and, you know, if you want to talk about something, I will try to be here for you as much as I can. So I got a message on there that I answered privately, like I do most messages, and it said, you know, how do you feel, or how do you, you know, respond to like the gay community? What do you feel about that? Because I've kind of taken a stance on being very vocal towards supporting girls, especially girls that are in the gaming industry, and I get a lot of messages about that, but I don't often get messages about things that fall outside of my personal preferences. So I do get that question a lot. How do you feel about gay marriage? How do you feel about that? And people who've said, hey, I'm not a girl, but you know, I may be a gay man, and I get a lot of hate in the community, or I've received bullies, and I really appreciate how you handle that. How you handle bullies isn't just only relative to you and your gender or your sexual orientation or your hobbies. I mean, football players or basketball players who are nothing like me, God forbid, I can't run from here to my car without needing my inhaler, but they can get bullied as well, and the way that we respond to it should hopefully kind of all be the same. But I did get that question, and I feel like it's really important for me to kind of say my opinions, not out loud because I think that they matter more than any other opinions, but because I think that when we're talking about bullying and we're talking about people who feel like they're different. It's important for them to understand that you're not any different. When it comes to the way that we all are on the inside, when you take what we look like off, on the inside we all have lungs and organs and a brain and a heart and feelings, and that doesn't go away. I get a lot of letters from especially little girls. My YouTube audience, just for you guys know, right now is about 75% male and 25% female. That changed a lot after I joined Minecraft, which is fine because gamers are gamers and it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. But I get the most of my letters into my P.O. box are from girls. The vocal majority of the things that I get in my P.O. box are from girls. So that's just throwing that out there, that I wanted to kind of say this to them, and I want to say this to anybody who feels different, especially that, because I do get a lot of private messages about how I support or how I feel about that, is that I don't feel like your sexual orientation or your gender or anything else should dictate the way that people feel about you. I feel like you're here on this earth one time, and you should live it in the way that makes you the happiest and the least harmful towards other people. Who you love doesn't hurt anyone else, right? And that may be an unpopular opinion with some of you guys, which I apologize if that's offensive to you, but the world is hard enough as it is, and life can be hard enough as it is, that we don't need to limit who we can love. If you are a girl and you fall in love with a girl, great. If you're a man and you fall in love with a man, great. If you're a girl and you fall in love with a man, or vice versa, wonderful. There's never going to be a time when more love is going to hurt the world. So just because it's not something or a practice that I choose doesn't mean that I think it's wrong. And I think that it has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with anything else. It has to do with the fact that at the root of it, even if you're a religious person, accepting people and loving people is the bottom line. We're here one time. You don't want to spend it being hateful. You don't want to spend it unhappy. You don't want to spend it pretending to be somebody that you're not. So if you fall into some kind of situation, or you fall into some kind of community where you're different, it's okay. We're all different. I'm weird. I don't know. I'm not like the normal, like when I go pick up my daughter from school and all of the moms are like carrying like designer handbags, or they're, you know, in business suits, and like here I'm like walking in like sweatpants and a Tome t-shirt. Like, I'm different, and that's okay. You know, my daughter is happy and their daughters are happy, and it doesn't mean that they're wrong or that I'm right. It doesn't mean that I am any different from them when it comes to who I am outside of the clothes or outside of the job or outside of anything else. We're all people. We all love people. We all, you know, have people in our lives that we care about. So I think that we need to have more instances where we're openly saying, I support you, and I will care about you, and I value you as a human being, and I am so sorry that there are people in this world that feel like in order for them to be happy, they have to provide you with some kind of hateful comment or negative feedback, or make you feel bad to make themselves feel better. That's awful. But what you should know, and what I've learned from my years on YouTube and recently, I'm 28. This is only a recent revelation. So some of you guys, revelation? It's a recent revelation that people are going to support you, right? I just flubbed up, and somebody is going to be like, oh, she's so stupid because she messed up a word. But everyone's going to be like, dude, like, it happens to everybody. It doesn't make you a horrible person. How you treat others and how you interact with people and how you treat people who can't do anything for you, that's what we should be judging each other on, and not by the stupid, silly, like, just checkpoints that would be like on your baseball cards. We are humans, and we all have like baseball cards and like profiles we had to give. Like, the statistics don't care. My age, my weight, my hair color, my eye color, if I have freckles, if I'm French or if I'm Irish, it doesn't matter. What matters is how I treat people. And I feel like all of these subjects kind of go hand in hand, because we start to separate each other by what makes us different, which is helpful when we're talking about communities and trying to feel like we fit in. It's helpful for me as a female broadcaster and a female content creator to find other female content creators, because in small ways we are a lot alike, and we're a little bit different than, you know, our male counterparts, but it doesn't mean that I'm different from them. So in one hand, it's great to feel like we're the same. So if you want to find a group of gay gamers, which I know exist, or if you want to find a group of female gamers, or you want to find a group of male gamers who specialize in certain kinds of games, that's great, and those communities are welcome, and they should be embraced, but they should also embrace other communities and not feel like we're so different and either A, we're better, or B, we have to disclude people who are not like us, because that's what makes the world great, right? If we were all the same, it would be horrible and awful, and we should kind of celebrate what makes us unique, and we should start rallying around, not just, you know, oh, this, you know, girl got picked on, all the girls should stand up for her, but as people, right? Like, just start celebrating people. Like, every day is your birthday, right? Every day, you're great, happy birthday. No, it's not your birthday, but you're wonderful, and I appreciate you, and you're weird, and you know what? I love your weirdness. I'm a goober, and I embrace the gooberness, and it's fine. You know, I have no real point in making this vlog and saying that, like, it's okay, but I just feel it hurts me so badly to see people get bullied, and it hurts me to, like, get these letters from people saying, you know, I experienced XYZ hate online, and it just makes me sad. And I wish that everybody could know that you're fine the way that you are, and hate is something we all get. Like, look at my eyeballs. We all get it. Everybody does. And again, it doesn't make it okay, but I want you to feel some comfort in that you're not alone, and that we've all gone through it. Lord knows I have gotten upset over some mean comments, and I know every single YouTuber has done it as well. Every single non-YouTuber. I have watched little girls be mean to my daughter at 4 and 5 years old, and I have watched my guy friends get picked on by other guys because they were less athletic, or because they didn't have as much muscle, or because, you know, they weren't competitive when it came to their jobs. I have watched every single person I know come up with one instance, at least, of where they were bullied, or where they felt insecure, or where they felt something. But you're fine the way that you are. Whether you are, again, gay, straight, male, female, transgender, whether you're single or married, or a cat lady, or like a guy who owns 97 hamsters, whatever, you know, like, you are fine the way that you are. And I promise you, if you are having a bad day, if you tell people, they will support you. You do not have to feel alone. You do not have to feel upset. You do not have to feel like you have to change to be better. If you want to better yourself, please better yourself, but better yourself because you think that you can be better, and not because you want to be better in somebody else's eyes. I have done that. I have changed myself for people. I have tried to be someone else because I wanted to be accepted. And after doing that for so many months/years, and you wake up and you think, I am not the person I wanted to be, that's a hard change to make. So just realize that you are beautiful, you are perfect, you are handsome, you are, as they say in The Help, you is kind, you is smart, you is important. You are wonderful the way that you are, and just know that there are communities that can help you, and that bullies are awful and horrible, but they're a minority, and they mean nothing in comparison to the people who love you and the people who value you. I don't even know most of you, but I can tell you that it hurts my heart to hear these stories of you being bullied. So I care, and I know lots of people care, and I love you. So thank you guys for your support. This is me trying to support you back, because I don't often get the chance to do that. So I will support you in whatever method and non-harmful thing you choose to do. If you are tattooed, as long as you do not get regretful tattoos, please do not tattoo like something horrible on your faces. But if you do, it's not, you know, whatever. If you're happy with it, that's your jam, you know? If you want to have rainbow hair like I did, please go on right ahead. If you want to, I don't know, modify your body, or if you want to marry someone that you are in love with, whatever. If you want to move to Timbuktu and live in a tent because that's what you want to do, I support you. You're not, you know, you are weird, but we're all weird, and that's kind of the point, right? The point is to live this life in the way that makes us the happiest. So do that. Go forward, be happy, do what makes you happy, do what breeds love and positivity, and know that in the end there are thousands of people in this community and in communities everywhere who will accept you and who will support you. And yeah, happy feel-good fun times. Oh, let's just stare at each other in love, because this is great. But yes, so wrapping it up, thank you guys so much as always for your support, for your kind words, and know that I try to give them back to you, because they have helped me so much. And if you're feeling sad, please rewatch this video, and know that I care, and that everyone in the comments below cares. We should all just hug each other and emotes and things like snuggles and throwing glitter, and yeah. Alright guys, I will see you in the next vlog this weekend, where I'm actually going to give you important information about things coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll be live streaming tonight, by the way, so make sure you tune in, because I'll be streaming Minecraft and all kinds of stuff, and it's gonna be awesome. So I will see you guys then, and until then,